Greetings everyone, a warm welcome to you all. Thank you for joining me here for August's reading. Namaste to you all. Aries, this is your reading. Now we will be using these three different decks, different number of cards from each deck, and they relate to different areas of the reading or your life. Before we start, I did some intuitive work for you. You have a mantra that you can choose to use for the month, which could be beneficial for you. And it says, I carry a special feeling of joyousness. You also had the Archangel Zadkiel arrive with the word and feeling and energy of gratitude. So we will put these other cards aside for now, and we will start with the Rider-Waite deck to begin with for Aries for August 2018. Just shuffling with your intent. 4 of these cards. These can be any area of your life, but they do seem to be often referring to business and career modalities or money and finances. The Page of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, and the Knight of Pentacles reversed. So no major arcana cards there, 2 Swords and 2 Pentacles. August and July are the months of eclipses for the year. Well, there are 3 eclipses in all in this lot coming up. So they are quite big, busy eclipses. Eclipses tend to bring out kind of hidden thoughts or feelings and often make us address situations or emotions in life that we've been hiding from or haven't been aware of either. So let's see what is coming with these cards. These are what I'm using for in the health sector, and health covers off every area including spiritual, physical and emotional. So this is for Aries for August 2018. It doesn't matter that they're reversed. I've probably got the deck upside down, which I have. Physical health, number 5, the sacral chakra, and number 30, will, which is the throat chakra. Then the last cards we will be using is from the Fairy deck. These will cover off areas of relationships. And again, remember there are many different perspectives to relationships in life as well, including your family, your community around you, work relationships, as well as romantic ones. Birthday and a sun. Oh, actually there are 3 on this out of this deck. And express your individuality. So there we are, Aries. We will move into the reading. I may zoom the camera in and out and focus on different cards during the reading, depending on how we're sort of rotating and moving around. So the first card up on the top left, we will begin with that line, the top line. The first card being the Page of Pentacles. This can refer to younger people around you, as can the Knights. But the pages often refer more to sort of a feeling or something that's going on, often more than the actual suggestion of a person in particular. However, the court cards are quite difficult to read because they can be either or. So for each and every one of you watching this, it could be a different perspective that these cards are coming in for. You'll have to feel into exactly what you are, picking up on with the cards. So the Page of Pentacles can be known as a kind of a new offer or beginning or realm around things like finances or career. This card can often turn up when you are literally offered something. Some of you may have been applying for a new job, in which case you may be successful. There may be an offer coming to you. Some of you might be wanting to start a new business, and there might be ideas or concepts or opportunities to look into the realm of starting a new business at the moment. Some of you may be gifted some money, or some gratuitous money comes your way. This could also have something to do with the way you invest your finances or money, or dividends, or like being the recipient of a loan, or gifted some money, or even an inheritance coming your way. If it's not about your finances in particular, or a working career, it can be about ideas or concepts coming to you around what to do with money, or how to invest it, or offers about your money. Sometimes it could be something like an offer coming to buy a house you have for sale, or to buy a car you might have been wanting to sell. So there are many variables that this could be addressing. If it's not that, it may be a younger earth sign person who is playing a role in energies around you in the month of August. This could be a family member, or it could be a sibling, or a work colleague, and they may have either ideas that you are playing around with or being involved with, or they may have be taking up your time in one way or another, such as they may be visiting from overseas and you haven't seen them in a long time, or you may be hosting them in your home. They might be coming to stay for a while as well. Now we move to the next card and we see the Four of Swords. It is traditionally known as a card that suggests you could take a break for a while and rest things up. Don't be so hyperactive as Aries are often known to be. And the card next to it, the Eight of Swords, also has that kind of grey feeling to it. So you've got those two greyish cards in the middle and two bright yellow ones on either side. Now the yellow often indicates intellectual thoughts and feelings and energies, and the swords often are talking about our mind and concepts and thoughts as well. So there's something here that says maybe you need to slow things down and take some time out and take a bit of a rest, rejuvenate yourself, especially for those of you in the northern hemisphere where it's your summertime. The Four of Swords can mean that you could be tired and worn out, and having a break is a really good thing. Going on a small retreat, even such as a weekend retreat, could really be beneficial and give you more zest or enthusiasm for life again. It could mean that some of you could be going away on an intimate trip with someone where it's very private and quiet, and it's a really special connective time. And often it's just a small weekend getaway or just a few days, and it really heightens the connection between you with this relationship. This card can also reference pregnancies or possible pregnancies as well. So it's quite a card of fertility. So that could be in the air as well for some of you. The other thing that this card can suggest are small minor operations, the need to have something removed. So that can be possibly planned minor surgeries or planned surgical events as well for some of you. We come to the next card and we see the Eight of Swords, and that card is primarily and fairly traditionally insinuating that there's this feeling of anxiety around a direction that you're taking in life and you're not sure if it's the right one. This is usually brought about through your own overthinking or inability to look at the broader picture and see a way out of a situation or scenario. So the card kind of tells you to use your logical intelligence here and don't get all panicky or wound up about it, and make things like lists to see what is the better choice or how to move forward logically. You could also seek someone else's viewpoint at this time, because often other people can see things that we can't, and they can see it quite clearly, but we can't see the forest for the trees, if you like. So just being very logical at this point in time would help to relieve the anxiety, but it appears that whatever you're concerned about, whether it be a relationship or a health situation or a career problem or finances or, a glitch somewhere in life, it is resolvable and there is a way out. You just have to have some faith in your ability to figure it out and to take the appropriate action. And I think the card underneath it that says will, that's like willpower and having that determination not to give up. That could be quite a powerful message for you somehow in the month of August. So we come to that Knight of Pentacles, as I said, and it's interesting that you had both the Page of Pentacles and the Knight, and your Knight is reversed. So it seems like at the beginning of August, or even coming from July, there was a buoyancy or a flow with this possible feeling around finances or money or career. But as we're moving through the month and we see this kind of a little bit of tension or weariness coming in from you guys, and we see this reversed pentacle, this Knight of Pentacles, it almost has the similar flow as these two cards. It's like this is all bunching up over here. So the reversed Knight of Pentacles is a warning card to keep your focus clearly, especially if you are working or you have a business or career, to keep your focus intent and to be, not tired at work or not turning up to work feeling like, oh my God, I can't be bothered with this, or oh, I haven't had enough sleep last night and I'm not going to do my job properly, or I'll call in sick. It's things like that that will bring attention to you in a negative way, and this could cause people like your superiors or bosses or customers to not be happy with you. And this is where this might all be coming back in. So it tells you, this reversed Knight of Pentacles, to stay focused, to be methodical and practical, and to not go out seeking the quick get-rich schemes or the, wild partying all night long when you've got to turn up and do your proper job the next day. So this is about being behaviourally appropriate, and it can sound a bit boring and dull, but sometimes we have to behave like that in life. We can't always just feel like, oh, it's summertime, I want to have fun, or it's a wonderful weekend, somebody's got a massive party on and I want to attend it, but I know I'm rostered to go to work. There's implications in this reading and they seem to be quite strong. So I think the first four cards are a little bit of a warning for you guys about behaviour and attitude around frivolity and not being stupid with situations, especially around jobs, career and money, and also around things like your bosses and superiors and perhaps even friends and family. It's telling you to, behave. And I'm not sure that Aries are so good at behaving all the time, but perhaps it's something that we need to learn to do. So it does feel like a wee bit of a warning month for you. And this could possibly be tied up with the eclipse as well. The eclipses are bringing about that feeling of, transmutation and the desire to bring change in, and it can create a bit more of a sticky glue situation with some relationships in particular, and sometimes how we're feeling about life in general. But let's move down to the next two cards, and the first one you got was the physical health, and it says vitality, strength, body image and balance. Now we've seen up here that there's a kind of possibly a lack of vitality and a lack of balance going on there. Now when that physical health card has turned up, it could also be suggesting for some of you that there is a block in the base chakra area. So if there is, you will be feeling a bit out of kilter and possibly drained and lifeless and, lacking strength. So it could be really important to free this part of your body up, either through dietary changes and eating foods with that red colour, exercising, grounding yourself in particular is very, very good for that base chakra. So spending time outdoors with Mother Earth, with Gaia, nature, strengthening exercises and walking, climbing, things like that. chakra energy balancing, Reiki healing, any of those type of things will help bring that vitality and physical strength back. Now, not only does that give us bodily physical strength and also appeal and body image for those of you who have got problems around that at the moment, it also helps to ground us in terms of our home and finances. So there could be other things that are popping up here, like a destabilization in and around your home zone or home area, or relationships at home, or your financial status. And we've seen that when we've talked about this up here. It's flip-flopping a little bit. I don't think it's necessarily serious, but I think you might want to pay attention to some of these things in the month, and then they could free you up and remove things like deflation and, you know, a bit of anxiety and a bit of tiredness and a lack of zest and vitality. So if we come to this one as well here, this is the throat chakra area, and it says expression, assertiveness, self-control and direction. And we talked a little bit about self-control up here with this as well, you know, and also direction, funnily enough. And she is walking directly into this card, and this blue sort of seeps into the blue of that card. And actually, the blue and brown both seep into the colour of this. So I think they are telling you to really seek in the month expression, assertiveness, self-control and direction. And this may overcome these feelings of being caught up or bound up. So it could come back to either situations in your life or relationships where you are feeling out of control, out of direction, and are not able to express yourself fully and are feeling as though you can't assert yourself either. So when we lose our communication in the throat chakra area, oftentimes relationships will take a real tumble. If we can't communicate how we feel or what it is we need or desire within a relationship, they really can't be maintained and grow. So I feel like this reading for you guys is kind of getting more intense as we're going along. It definitely feels about feeling as though some of you are not being either treated right or you're not feeling right in certain situations, and you'd like to put your hand up and either let people know or feel more strength within your own body or your own psychological sphere or within a set of relationships or circumstances. Because the physical health is talking about strength, and so is this one talking about strength and self-control. There's so much in here. And it's kind of unlike an Aries to feel that way. So for some of you, this could have been, as I say, brought about through the energies of the eclipses. I know for myself, the first eclipse on July the 13th, I had a really strange couple of days, both before the eclipse, during it and after. I felt particularly unwell and really under the weather, and then some strange events took place, weird things going on, and I eventually just sat back and went, well, you know, whatever, I'm just going to let it all go. I just sat back and watched some pretty wackadoodle stuff going on. So if that is happening around you, that possibly is the best way to just retreat a little bit and regain your own inner balance and make sure you have self-control and assertiveness and strength around you as well. We come down here to these, and these ones were meant to be, oh yeah, these are the relationship ones. And it says a significant birthday holds the answer to your question. So this card has come out so many times in the reading for this month, and it's not a common one that occurs, but there must be something about birthdays coming up, which kind of makes me think of the either the Cancers, the Leos, or the Virgos, because I am doing this reading in July. So it could be that any one of those people are coming into your life who have some significant importance one way or another. Or it could be the fact that it's a person already in your life and it's a special event birthday. And maybe there is some important significance around it. Maybe there's an event where you catch up with people you haven't seen, or you're meeting with someone and an amazing idea is stemmed from it. I don't know. I haven't really been able to get a full grip on the birthday message. I think some of it is eluding itself from my ability to tap into it. The Sun card, it says your son is watched over and protected as he explores his world. Well, it's a beautiful card, and it's a lovely message for any of you who have any concerns around a son or a person like a son in your life. So this could be a very close friend whom you are like a mother to, or it could be a stepson, or it could be a cousin or a nephew or something. Anything that resembles a protective, nurturing relationship between yourself and another slightly younger person, I imagine. If any of them are going through tough times, if you've got young sons and any of them are struggling with bullying issues or personal health crisis issues, which could be really accentuated over this eclipse period, know that celestial help is around then, and don't be afraid to ask for extra protection for your son. Now, we talked about Zadkiel for you guys. You might be able to call on that angel to help out with any problems, and the word gratitude. So always offer great thanks for the protection that you are offered, or the protection that your family members are offered as well. Now, for some of you, this could be the birth of a son coming, which might be a very, very special event that just becomes, it is life-changing. And to know that if you do have birth in the family coming, it might be a grandson, or you might become an auntie or an uncle for the first time, so it could be related to any of those effects as well. But know that it would appear that this person is going to be looked after on their life's journey as well. Now, some of you may have older children who are embarking on like travelling around the world or taking up new jobs overseas or something, and you're fretting about them, or you're missing them, or hoping that everything is safe with them. Well, it does feel again as if celestial help is there for your person that you particularly care about and love one way or another. So I think that's a beautiful positive message which could help relieve anxiety or things up here. You might even be feeling that anxiety about something like a son in your life and worried for them. So relieve the tension, relieve the worry, and spend more time focusing on making sure that you ask for their protection and guidance and blessing in life. And here it says, express your individuality. And it says, allow your true self to shine because you're awesome. So I know I feel like this card so often. I'm sure I look like that half the time walking down the street. We do see finally an ecliptical moon. It could be a message about the new moon coming up for August, or the ecliptical energies, and it might be a time when you're feeling about being more individual, letting yourself shine, and giving yourself some credit for who you are, and not trying to necessarily fit into the box or paradigms that other people want you to be in. And I think that comes back to the physical health, where we talk about the body image as well. So we have to all learn to love ourselves for who and what we are, and sometimes that journey is a little bit more difficult, especially if we are in a place of not such good health, or not looking the way we particularly want to. But we've only got this one life, and we've got to be here to enjoy it for whatever current position we are in. So do express your individuality. Hey, thanks for joining me, guys. My camera battery is flashing dangerously low. It is about to stop, so that means I need to stop talking. I love that you have joined me on this journey, and I love your comments. Please leave them, and I love when you like the video and sub the channel as well. That way you get to see all the new uploads coming. So I wish you all the very best for August and the month ahead. Please check your moon and rising signs as well, because there could be valuable information there for you to hear and see as well. Much love, everyone. Namaste.